Start recording. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a bad
You know,
podcast.
Davian said he wasn't ready.
Like 3 times?
David, why aren't you ready? What's going on? What's going
I'm
on?
fucking replying to an email, blood. Let me get my dumb.
God, this guy, bro, this fucking guy, he works too hard. You know, he works himself to the bone.
You know, you want to start a podcast, and I'll be
Bro,
here.
no. We'll start when you're ready, bro. You know what I'm saying? We
No,
look
no,
out.
I'm ready.
We look.
Actually-
You said you're not ready. I don't want to put you. I don't want to put you in a position where you're not ready, bro. I want you to be
But I'm
ready.
under pressure.
Firstly, fire for that. No man's ever put me in any position. Thank you. Secondly, I'm only writing a sentence so you can carry on. Do the intro.
Okay, guys. Let's lock in here. Darth, welcome to the podcast this week. How are you feeling this week?
Very well. It's been a little bit of a stressful time for me. It's been hectic. I finally moved out, and now I have my own flat. So
Damn,
that's fun. That's fun.
See that, guys? He's growing up right in front of our eyes. He's becoming a man in his own right. It's very impressive. Well, guys, I can say that my week's been okay. Not nothing too crazy. Got some great advice recently from Davian. His brand new saying, "If your dick ain't crystal, then she ain't from Bristol." So I don't even know what that means, but that's what he said.
What?
Anyway, let's talk about sports. Let's talk about sports, dude. Obviously, Premier League matches happened during the week this week. Are there any on the weekend? Yeah, there are. Yeah, there's a bunch on the weekend too. Well, let's start because we have a United fan and we have a Brighton fan. So, Darth, thoughts on United's late win yesterday? How are you feeling?
Ecstatic. I mean, based on the first half, in fact, the first 60 minutes, United should have been about 5-6-0 up. Honestly,
Okay.
It was ridiculous. How many chances we kept fluffing up, like fucking up, and just it wasn't hitting the back of the net. There was one in the first half where we're 2-0 up. Casemiro has a free header. He gets it correct. That's 3-0. Stuff like that. And then the penalty decision they got was absolutely shocking. It's never a penalty. He's dived to get the penalty, and we have two similar incidents in the day before when it's Liverpool versus Chelsea. Chelsea that weren't given. So it's consistency, which is in fucking there. You know,
Consistently inconsistent. That still counts.
It's consistent. It's consistently fucking shit.
So it was a good game then. It was a good game.
Yeah, and for anyone that's like, "Oh, this is Eric's, the manager's fault," I'm like, well, he managed like a good performance for us to go so many up, but then for the team to throw it away, it's like,
Okay. Now let me counter your. Anyone who says it's the manager's fault with 2 questions.
Ooh.
Damn.
Damn.
Right, in fact, how dare you? Your Deserby can fuck
No.
off.
Firstly, do not jump on the Brighton thing because that doesn't make sense. I'm on here every week getting cooked. You can't do that to me. It doesn't make sense. Secondly, I'll bring up a couple questions. The 73rd minute of the game. You know, we were. I think at that time it was 2-1. You know, now what world is a manager who wants to win a game? You just concede the penalty. In what world is a manager who wants to win a game, bringing on Anthony to do what? Nothing. Why are we taking off Evans? Why are we taking off Garnacho when we are attacking well and bringing on Johnny Evans to short the back and then
Probably
conceding instantly?
To show out the back.
Conceded instantly.
But then
Who brings on a centre back in the last minutes of the game? We didn't need it. We were calm. Also, why are we bringing on Anthony? Why are we throwing Forson up top and like hoping?
Actually, no, Forson got an assist.
Brother, that assist is the same way you can pass the ball backwards and then someone runs through 4 men and scores a goal. Like he got the assist, yes. That goal was all minor. Blood.
You mean it's all Mainu? Fucking Forsen made the run, which the centre back followed, which then opened up the space for Mainu.
That nigga dribbled through 3 man and scored a goal. It's not when we play pro clubs and I do all the work. You get the assist. You get the assist.
Respect Forsen.
Brother. Yeah, so he dragged the centre back, yes. But Maino ran through 4 players and then scored the goal. Like, throwing on the substitutions you make can fuck up a game. Bringing on Harry Maguire and Evans with 5 minutes to go.
Maguire was precaution on Martinez. Like, he said that
he might get sent off.
No, Martinez was injury. Remember, he's literally just come back.
But don't play him for 87 minutes of the game.
He
if you play him for 87 minutes, play him for 95 or play him for 60.
I mean, the ref fucking added
this bald-headed manager gaslighting everyone and saying things afterwards. Like, I'm sick of it.
I'm sick of it. First half, were we not good? Yes.
First half, we were good. We should take chances. That's not my argument. My argument is that a 2-0, as a manager, a 2-0, that's when you're meant to manage the game and set up your team in a way that you completely kill the game. Yes, we could have scored other goals. We had a couple offside goals we given out. Cool. The penalty was bullshit. But we literally basically bent over and said, come and attack us away from home. And then when we let them attack us, Onana was stood in the middle of the goal and the ball got deflected when it is their post. Calm. But like, we basically asked them to attack us. You asked an attacking team to attack you instead of controlling the midfield.
It's also been United's issue under previous managers that we concede 1, we'll concede 2, right? Our mentality is fucking horrendous.
We've not conceded more 2-goal leads than under this bald-headed prick. I swear to God. You got Amad Diallo on the bench, doesn't come on. You've got fucking you got players who can probably go and get you an extra goal quickly, and he's like, no, Anthony. Like, we've dropped 4 2-0 leads in this season. I think it's the most in any season we've had in the last 10 to 15 years.
No, I'm joking.
And it's all the same way. We go up and then we're playing well. We miss a couple of chances, and instead of controlling the game, this bald-headed prick tells me Anthony should come on, McTominay should come on in midfield. Yes, McTominay scores, but then after he scores, he's still celebrating for the next 10 minutes. Where is he on the pitch? He's in the corner flag. Like,
what do you
mean? Do the same thing.
When we conceded, was it the 3rd goal, where Anthony loses the ball because he's trying to take on 4 man, and then you never guess who's not sprinting back? Anthony.
Well, would he? He doesn't need to. He literally doesn't need to, bro.
He fucking does, mate.
No. Listen. At Man United, you do not need to sprint back. Let's get it right, bro.
That's what fucked me off about Scott against Bayern. Remember when Bayern scored and Scott lost the ball on
Listen. The only player at Manchester United who needs to run back and track back is Cristiano Ronaldo. Everyone else doesn't need to. Okay, let's get that straight.
Oh no, unless your name's Marcus Rashford, he needs to do everything on the pitch.
David gonna fall off that chair for real. But
David's not here right now. Please leave a message after the beep.
Okay. So, question for you guys. Well, obviously, like based on Ten Hag, right, as a manager, right. The way he handled the Rashford club situation and the way he handled the Sancho situation, do you think there is favoritism in the way he handled those 2 situations? And what do you think about it, like, in general? Do you think, like, it has a bigger effect because, obviously, Rashford's a bigger name of the club, or no?
I think, again, it was an internal matter. Like, as he said, you just have to take his word for it. The club was like, it's an internal matter, case closed. And I personally, I think Rashford went, yeah, I fucked up it. Sorry. That's it. That's all he did. And that's it. That's all he had to. I don't think there's favoritism because Rashford was late by about 10 seconds against Wolves last season, and he was dropped. If you fucking recall.
Yeah,
but on the bench.
Okay, but he was dropped from the starting lineup, you know.
Okay, and then brought on the pitch.
And then scored the winner, but Rashford admitted he slept in. Like
he was 30 seconds late.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is he literally went to the club before a game.
I will count this by saying, on one side, you are told that Sancho was dropped from the team because he didn't train at the intensity that was expected of a Man United player, for not pressing in a training session where they were trying to replicate being Arsenal. And then on the other side, you have a player who went out, went out and the club announced it was unauthorized, or whatever, and that he shouldn't have done it. And then reported ill and missed the game, and then that's the internal matter. Ten Hag's picks favourites, and it's very clear because he's done it throughout the team. It's happened 5 or 6 different times. It's also the reason why Dallo gets to play most games and why Masaka doesn't. It's also the reason why Anthony can do anything and get like at least 20 minutes. It happened with like the way like he has favoritism. It's clear and he does it. The Rashford thing, I'm happy he's in the team because our team's better with him than without him. But also, if I'm a player in that squad and like I get into a similar issue and then I get treated differently, I'm probably
You're gonna be pissed. You will be
I'm
pissed.
No. I get the whole Sancho thing. I really do because imagine seeing Anthony stink up the place for months and then you still don't get a shot.
Yeah,
No, I understand. All you have to do is wait 24 hours because Anthony was fucking gone.
now
Right?
the difference
yeah,
is
but
the difference is that
yeah.
the difference is that Ten Hag made Sancho's thing more public. Because if Ten Hag had said it's an internal matter why he didn't train or didn't play in the game, and then they sorted it out behind the scenes, and then they came back, then no one would have had anything to say. He's the one who went on a post-match interview and then blamed Sancho for why he didn't play. He basically deflected the loss onto Sancho.
But then the whole what was it? This has happened before with Sancho, if I recall, because he was meant to start against Spurs, and Garnacho started instead because Sancho turned up late to training. From what I know,
but
it's happened repeated again. So you kind of
Anthony
go.
Look, in a club where we are happy to have back a sexual assaulter and happy to have back people who have allegations of anything.
No, I'm not happy to have fucking MG.
No, but I'm talking about backroom staff managers. Like we were happy to have people back. It was going to be announced. Everyone knows that. When that's you've got to pick a bar. Suddenly, look, if someone's late and you say if you're late to training, you don't play in the game. Cool, that's fine. That's a standard. That's fine. But you can't be like, well, if he does something, then that's internal. If you do something, Anthony, don't worry, bro. You can go on the pitch. Like, don't matter. Go out there. You go lose the ball and almost have us concede 95th minute. Because using training standards as a reason to drop players when our team has been playing shit all season makes me wonder. Does the match standard actually matter?
Okay,
or does he have
so
9 or 10 players?
okay, right now, say for example, you could get 70, 75 million for, okay, so like the Rashford situation right now, if you could get 70 million or 75 million for him right now, are you taking it? Yes or no?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
What, for Sancho or Rashford?
Rashford.
No.
Sancho's not worth 70 mil anymore because of what Ten Hag did. Rashford right now in the summer, if a club wanted him for 75 mil,
no, but hear me out. We should take 70 mil for Rashford because he deserves better than United.
Oh yeah, okay.
Let him leave. Like, take the 70 mil, bro. What are we doing? We've got a Manchester-born player who scored more goals than pretty much most people in this time frame. Who's not even a striker. Who came in his first fucking year in the league, scored goals. He scored 30 goals last season. He has dips and troughs, but our team can't get him out of it. And if that man once literally helped kids eat food during COVID and got told, "Oh, what you do, man? Focus on football." From United fans, these niggas deserve Anthony. Give them 2 Anthonys. I'll suffer. I don't care.
That's quite the punishment there, bro.
Anthony.
Go find Anthony and then go find Peruvian Anthony or Argentinian Anthony. Play them two on the wing and see how quick it was. Like, but remember Rashford? We did the same thing with Alanga. We let him go and we're like, should we have let him go? I saw Mandem saying Andres Pereira, we shouldn't have let him go. Fucking the Everton midfielder, fucking James Garner. We shouldn't have let him go. Like, fam, how many times do you have to lose Daniel James? We shouldn't have let him go. How many times do you have a player, disrespect him, lose him, and then go, man, if we kept him though,
Imagine.
I've been on that Alanga train for ages. Like, I still think we should have kept him because he probably offers something more.
And guess what? I said the same thing I said I'd love Elanga as a player. He's not going to play. He's not going to play regularly. He's not going to play in his actual position. He played against Charlton and didn't get one cross into the box the whole time. And I was at Old Trafford watching the game, and that brother was in the middle while Anthony and Garnacho were doing cut inside and shoot practice and not passing the ball. That's why I feel bad for Hoyland, because it's the same thing they do now: cut inside, shoot, cut inside,
yeah.
shoot.
Yeah.
What was it?
Like, Lord God.
Before yesterday's goal, Hoyland, it was like 5 of Hoyland's last 8 goals hadn't been assisted by.
Yes, and that one was barely assisted. Thank God Luke Shaw got the ball in the box, but that nigga was thrown on the floor and had to basically dive on the ball. That nigga was on the floor when his goal went in.
Yeah,
I don't even think it didn't count as a Luke Shaw assist officially, so it's still an assisted. That's 6 out of 9.
Oh yeah, I want to know who the 3 are. Rashford.
2 for Rashford and 1 for McTominay.
But yeah,
McTominay got 1, but I'm sure he shot the ball. I'm sure he shot the ball.
I'm sure he shot. Yeah.
Like,
Oh
I'm
my
sure he tried
fucking
to
God.
score, fucked it up so badly, and it landed at Hoyland's feet. And he scored, but officially he has an assist. But basically, my answer is Ten Hag is biased as hell, and it's fair enough. Managers have bias, but also he keeps trying to pretend he's not, which is more jarring. At least when Pep does, he has some flair to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't work when you do it that way.
When Pep and Klopp do it, it's bare like don't do it, but they'll do it with spice. I'll be like, oh, he's not playing right now, but I love him. I love that man. If I could play him, I would. When we have a player, we're like, who?
I don't know.
I'm at Diano's on our bench, fam. Can he get on the pitch?
When Pep called fucking Calvin Phillips fat, that was kind of harsh.
Yeah, and you know what he said? You know what he said about Calvin Phillips? Oh, what a man! I love that man.
In West End.
Oh, if I could play him more.
He gassed him up and insulted him at the same time.
West Ham. I hope he goes to West Ham and has the best games and gets that game time he deserves.
You don't see what
he
he
couldn't
did
get that game time here, but somewhere he'll get game time. And I was like, wait, he's dissing him?
he had a stinker last night, by the way.
Who? Calvin Phillips?
Yeah.
He's shit. I'm not surprised.
Bro, Calvin Phillips is just getting insulted out of nowhere, bro. From the top rope, bro.
Nah, Pep Boyman to the squad and said, right, you got no tech at all, you know. Shit. I may as well play John Stones from centre back into a CDM before I play you. Like, yo, let me get my right back and drag him into an inverted right back with a Regista twist, because I'm not playing you. Rodri went down injured. That man was like, yo, what's the striker? That man took his striker and played him centre mid. What are we doing here? Like,
Alvarez.
Yeah, he took Alvarez last season, played him centre mid and said, go play centre mid. Or Phillips was sat on the bench going, that man said Phillips came to training overweight and that was it. He was his season done.
Honestly.
Meanwhile, we've got Anthony who scored, he's got 2 goals and assists this season. Well, yeah, 2 goals and assists this season.
Also, Forson has more Premier League. What do you mean? Forson has more assists than Anthony this season in the Premier League?
No, he doesn't. We count all games, thank you. Anthony has 2. 1 against Newport and 1 against Newport.
Let's fucking go, Newport!
He's actually got 1 goal and assist in 2,678 minutes of football.
I want to kill myself.
Well, 2 goals and assists in 2,678 minutes of football.
But I still think Ten Hag goes in the summer. I think we cut our losses because of
Ten Hag. If Ten Hag doesn't go in this, look, this is how bad it got. There are reports that Jose Mourinho has unfinished business at United, which I think might be killing Luke Shaw. I'm not sure. I'm actually not quite certain, but that unfinished business sounded threatening. But I sat there and said I would rather have Jose Mourinho right now for 2 years than Ten Hag for anything past this season.
Factual. No doubt about it.
I'd
no
doubt
about it.
I'd rather say there's no good manager for us right now. Let's bring in Mourinho on a short-term contract to help us aid the transition and accept where we are in the league and build with the players, build with some players, and then get rid of like the fucking Martials of the world and bring in some actual players and play fucking a form of football. Then go back to Ten Hag and his fucking like, you just lost 3-0, but we played a good game.
But then in summer, who do you go for manager? That is the question.
As long as it's not Thomas Tuchel, or Steven Gerrard, then I don't care. That's generally that's my list. That's it.
I also don't want excluded. De Zerbi. De Zerbi's not having a good time neither, but he's the name.
Look, man, I'll be honest. I want a manager who can manage big names and has experience in managing actual talent and players who actually have egos and who use that to make themselves better. And I want managers who can find a way to, get the best out of their team. We have get like the Wolves game. We played well for the first 60 minutes. We still almost drew the game because there's no balance in our team. We are gonna do. We'll probably go to our next game and play shit because that's what we
that's
tend
on
to
Sunday.
do.
That's against West Ham, and I'm
Yeah,
there.
I know. And if you're not great, we'll probably end up playing shit in that game because.
What do you mean? I said West Ham's defense is shit, but against United on Sunday, all of them will turn into fucking Prem Maldini.
So wait, when we played against Villa, we had that we had that run against Villa, and I remember thinking that second half was dynamic football. What a comeback! I can't wait to see us play next. And then I think our very next game was fucking Nottingham Forest. We lost 3-1 or whatever it was, 2-1.
2-1, yeah.
Fucking mug with White. So
I mean, White should have been on the pitch. But...
We had a good 60 minutes of football, and then we had a shit half an hour that we almost lost the game. And if it wasn't for a young player who just decided he wanted to become like, I don't know, Black Messi or something and just win a game, then we'd have drawn the game 3-3 and we'd be fucking fuming. And then we'll go into West Ham, and if I see Anthony on the pitch, I'm not watching the game.
If I see Anthony on the pitch, I'm sitting on my phone in the stadium. I'll FaceTime him.
That does, bro. You guys are saying that like it won't happen. You know it's going to happen. Come on now.
No, I don't know what's going to happen because you found your best front three. It's Rashford, Højlund, Garnacho. The only way you switch Anthony in is either an injury or Rashford goes out clubbing on the Saturday night. Are we at home or away?
Home.
We're at home. Nah, you ain't gonna go in Manchester. Nah, maybe London. Maybe you would have. But like, apart from that,
did we lose to West Ham earlier in the season?
Yes.
God fucking.
We definitely lost to West Ham earlier in the season because it was fucking Kudus who fucking scored against some shit.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
All right. Well, a question for you guys.
Myself as my answer. Sorry.
Obviously, starting from next season, not every game, but some games, the VAR decisions will be explained for some of the games in the Premier League. Obviously, that's probably a good thing to do, but for the most part, I feel like it won't really help any situation because they will just waffle through whatever decision they got to.
It's gonna be like fucking Dermot Gallagher, that bold fucking specky fucking Voldemort looking fat fucking prick on Ref Watch every fucking week, man. That fucking prick. Let me fucking go, right? Nah, fuck him. He defends his fucking mates, right? Anytime there's a fucking dodgy decision, he's like, oh, I'm not entirely sure. And then goes, oh, VAR don't look at it. It won't give it. Well, that's the fucking point. You're meant to explain the decision here of why the refs fought it. But fuck me. Fucking earlier in the season, United were playing Spurs. Fucking Romero's hands up fucking here to the high fucking heavens. He handballs it and he goes, oh, maybe the ball was traveling a little bit too fast. What the fuck was that kind of fucking shitty excuse? Fucking 2 games later, fucking Romero handballs it against Arsenal to give a fucking penalty, and this bold fucking nonce decides to fucking go, oh yeah, it's 100% a penalty, it's in his arm. What was the difference 2 weeks ago, you fuck?
Guys, I hope you're appreciating this. This is what it feels like when you live by yourself. You can let your anger out. You can let your anger out. It's amazing. It's amazing, bro.
There's no one above me because I don't have a building above me, and there's no one to the sides. Like, I'll show you where my living room is. It's fucking lit.
Listen, King. Good. Pop off, King.
I concur with Darth's points. That will be pointless.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I was like, oh, let me take you guys away from United for a second. I feel like that was the bad thing to do. Now looking back at what just happened.
I have my rage is that bold prick. Darth's rage is, us being cheated. This man holds VAR decisions from like 6 months ago and can still have them to hand at any point to argue whenever anyone else gets a penalty that may have been similar in any way to something we didn't get.
I'm still waiting for some cunt to be sent off for dissent, by the way. I'm still waiting for some fucking twat. Fucking Van fucking Disney can accuse a referee being a fucking alcoholic while being on the yellow, and they're like, oh yeah, that's fine. Well, Dallo fucking throws his arm up, and they're like, here's 2 quick yellows. Now, fuck him. Fuck them all. Fucking referees are shit.
Well, boys, in other news, Al Nassr beat Inter Miami 6-0.
All right. I'm telling you, man. No. Refund Messi's Ballon d'Or. Refund
Bro,
it.
actually, no, can I just say?
Fam,
Can I just say,
Alvarez.
Messi's PR team is actually god tier, bro. Because this happened. I only saw this by chance on Instagram. It wasn't on Twitter. It was nowhere. Bro, I saw this by
from
chance.
halfway line. Did you see Laporte's goal?
Yeah,
It was a banger. It was a banger. It was fucking insane.
No. Fuck a banger. Like, that man took a free kick, shot, and scored, and we're out here praising Messi about Ballon d'Or. That nigga shot from 65 yards. He took a free kick away. Look, yo, big man, I'm going to shoot. And the
David,
was like,
listen, 2022 lasts at least 3 years. All right, that's the reality right there. Okay.
White bitch on the dance floor.
That man said, does anyone want an international tournament in this time? No. Well, we're gonna give it to Messi then, innit? Like, what do you mean? Because he didn't do anything. Oh, but like, remember what happened? Do you remember the World Cup though? Because he scored like 20 goals for Inter Miami. At that point, Ronaldo won the Ballon d'Or last season. That's what if we're doing scoring goals in a bullshit league, no one did it better than Ronaldo. So Ballon d'Or.
But then if we're going based off honest fucking one, surely Julian Alvarez, no?
No, because he didn't win it in that year.
No, yeah.
They won the World Cup December 20. They won the World Cup December 2022. 2023 is Haaland's year. That man won everything and scored every goal. That little robot was the Ballon d'Or winner.
Oh yeah, he's been injured. He's upgraded into an I9, boys.
Bro,
and he got given to Messi purely because they were like, "Yo, that PR team said if we give it to Messi, you know."
And I can't lie, bro. His PR team is insane. They deserve an award. They deserve an award.
Here's how you know Messi's PR team are incredible. Every game he played in Inter Miami at the start of his run, when he kept scoring, was on your timeline immediately.
Everywhere.
You'd be like,
ESPN,
you wake up like, Messi scored again.
Everywhere.
Well, guess what? Since that man got injured, I don't see Inter Miami results. I don't even know when the season is anymore. Like, they just forgot. They were like,
they lost 3 games or 4 games? No.
MLS seasons are fucked, though. They started like February. It's fucking
yeah,
weird.
But they only post... Basically, Inter Miami's results are only important if Messi scored. If they win and he didn't score, and he didn't get an assist, it doesn't count. The man do not give a fuck. Like, they will only inform you if Messi has scored a goal. Otherwise, you keep moving and just go back to your normal days. Like, it is insane prop. I don't know how he got these people, but all I know is if I got these people, I might actually be famous because these men will have you everywhere.
In the moment we knew the Ballon d'Or was a fraud fucking award, was the moment Wesley Sneijder won a treble with Inter Milan and they gave it to Messi.
They'll give it.
Right? Or the moment they invented a new fucking striker award just so Messi could win.
You think Messi has snipers? Because
come on now.
I don't feel so
Come
good,
on now.
Mr. Stark.
I'll say let's not talk too much here, pal. Let's not. Don't ask questions. Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
Lewandowski had one of the best. Lewandowski had one of the best careers in football. That season was incredible. And
just watch your back, bro. Just watch your back.
I think I'm good. They said no because of COVID. Like, football stopped in COVID and we couldn't play anymore because Messi had a bad year. You know how bad that is? They used the global pandemic to stop giving out someone else an award just because it wasn't going to go to Messi.
I was going to say, if it was going to go to Messi, they would have sent it in the post. Be like, record a little Zoom thingy. We're good.
The next year they said, well, here's the best striker award because you know you were the best striker. Like we acknowledge that. And Messi there like, yeah, no, Lewandowski should have won the 20. Like, that what you know damn well what you did. Like, your team said, no, we can't have anyone else win this. Yeah.
It was crazy.
So we'll cancel the whole award before we'll let anyone else win it.
Well, team, if I can first of all, Viva Ronaldo. Let's go. And even though he wasn't on the pitch, I don't care.
I don't care.
Also, a fun fact for us United fans here, and Davian, also, Brighton guy. 50 goals conceded for Onana now this season. Let's go, baby. Is that just not phenomenal?
I want to point out something. You want to put something out here? I want to put something out here. You make these Brighton jokes, but you can't have me as a fan of one of our rivals, okay? Stop. Look, man, that's like at this point, you call me a Brighton fan, as I call me a Liverpool fan.
Okay, fine,
You are-
fine.
you are
Arsenal. You're an
arguing
Arsenal
like good
fan.
Brighton
Okay,
fans.
are you happy
No,
with that?
no,
You're a
no,
gunner
put me
now.
somewhere
You're a
further
gunner.
down. Put me with Palace,
Fulham.
Brentford, Everton. Let me
man.
like at least call me a fan of a lesser team.
No, at least you can bask in
Forest.
some kind of glory, bro.
I would rather die than be an Arsenal fan.
Well, speaking of death, maybe I don't.
Also,
Yeah,
if we're doing fun facts,
yeah. Go
my
on.
fun fact as a United fan is that Onana ended the AFCON with a 0% save percentage. That is
Iconic.
in the books. And also got dropped for a French third tier player, and then came back and then started for us immediately the second he was ready. And you know what? Sometimes I have to appreciate that, as a team, clearly Cameroon just couldn't see his brilliance.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just so much brilliance.
At what point are we allowed to like gather up everyone who said De Gea out?
Yeah.
And then like
Oh, bro,
take
they
their
should have.
eyes
They should have
open.
been gathered after the first 5
like,
games.
you like take someone's eyes open to make them watch something.
Mm.
At what point are we allowed to get them all together? Anyone who said XSG, expected saves on target with the right corner of the goal on the left-hand side, and then make them watch Onana in goal.
The thing is, bro, they're stubborn. They'll still be like, well, we still wouldn't take De Gea back. They're stubborn. People,
I don't care.
They'll
I
just
want
be
them to
like
watch
that,
it.
though.
I want them to watch it. And then I want them to tell me about the expected save percentage of a ball that is rolling into your net and your keeper can't dive. Tell me that. That's it. That's what I want.
Okay,
You just want answers, bro. You just want answers.
I don't want to watch the game with them because if they could, because they told me that when we got a defender, when we got a goalkeeper, they could play the ball at the back, our game would change. But what I'm seeing is we are the only team in the top half of the league who has a negative goal difference. It's -5. Oh my god!
World class there.
Everton are 16th, and their goal difference is 1. I better move on. What's next?
I don't want to talk about football anymore.
What's next, T?
Okay,
Come
sorry. Jesus, I was
Spit your
letting
ass.
you, man, spit your shit. Okay,
Please,
okay.
what?
Last week we did a little bit of a dive into the dark side of the Vince McMahon thing going on. This week we can continue the saga a little bit here because it has developed a little bit. So, basically, okay, there's a lot going on here. Okay, so basically, the lawyers on the other side, right, says that her office has plenty of like inboxes, like a barrage of them, of people claiming like it's so true about the culture of corruption of like obviously the time period in question for everything happening during the Vince McMahon stuff. And also she said, oh, I'm so overwhelmed by the amount of sheer emails in her inbox. And now John Laurinaitis as well, his lawyer, appeared to say that he's willing to corroborate all of the claims in regarding like, the sex trafficking, etc. But he's denying his own role. He's saying like, I've been thrown into this and I'm not part of it, but I'm willing to, testify, say, hey, I'll say what I'll throw Vince under the bus, but I'm not part of it. Because he said Mr. Laurinaitis is a victim in this case, not a predator. The truth will come out. Now, obviously, the story's still developing. It's not looking good for Vince. Obviously, he's been completely removed from TKO now, like gone, like he's gone.
Did anybody see Ronda's tweet?
What did Ronda tweet?
Oh,
Basically, she tweeted that it doesn't matter if you get rid of Vince, if you don't get rid of everyone that Vince is like
Associated with.
right-hand man is still there.
Then he
Vince
will
is still there.
still be running. He'll still be running WWE. Last time he was fired, he was just running WWE through Bruce Pritchard.
And Bruce is still there.
I mean, she holds a very fucking valid point. If you don't get rid of every little part, which was part of the whole fucking problem. Okay, based off of that, do you still get rid of like Triple H, Shawn Michaels in this instance as well? Or do you still keep those two? Because like, wouldn't people be like, isn't that your family though? Like, you're telling me he won't have any influence whatsoever, so to speak?
I think Triple H is far enough away. Like, I know he's married to Steph, but like, it.
Are you sure about that?
Oh shit. Wait. Hold on. Give me a sec. My earphone, my earphone cut out. Okay. Yep. Gotta love that. Gotta love when your audio just goes out the window. Zero audio. Just waiting on this connection to happen. Just waiting on it. There we go. Hello.
Awkward now, innit? Because you just
Yeah,
There we go. There we go. there you go.
Okay, Darth, carry on.
As you were saying. As you were saying.
I was bringing up the whole Steph point about she left when initially, and then when Vince originally left, she came back, and then when Vince came back, she left. So I think
I don't think she actually left the second time.
I don't think she wants anything to do with it personally.
I think Vince fired his daughter for daring to not be
fully supporting. Yeah, probably.
I also think Shane knows. Shane's known for a long time.
Okay, I've got two questions. Well, actually, okay. First thing is Triple H can't be too far away. Triple H is probably the most contentious it will be. He might survive it purely because if no allegations come out about him, I don't think you can fire a man for knowing something that was going on above his head, even though, it's a bit dodgy. And also, some of the stuff that happened in the 90s, some of the Shawn Michaels stories, and then, there's a lot that was going on there, but also he might just be able to escape it because as long as nothing directly happens to him, we can kind of just circumvent it. Secondly, this man, the allegations that have come out are so bad at this point that it makes it funny that a couple years ago on TV, they did a joke about Vincent McMahon's locker box with Shane and about how Shane knew Vince's dirtiest secrets. It's almost a little too on the nose.
Foreshadowing was on point.
In hindsight, if you're a man who has that much bullshit going on, you probably shouldn't do a fucking storyline about a lockbox of information that was due to come out that you got the Undertaker to fight for on your behalf. It's a weird WrestleMania storyline, but now with this hindsight thing, it makes it even funnier. And also, John Laurinaitis is a fucking scumbag.
Yeah, no, this guy legit said... I will say what you need me to say. I'm not part of it.
Fam, he's married to Brie Bella's and Nikki Bella's mom. He did most of this stuff while she was in bed, she was ill with a critical illness. This man has zero remorse. She was pretty much on her deathbed at points with that type of illness, and she was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna."
So it was like Andy Gray.
I'm gonna go sex traffic some women.
So it was like Richard Keys on fucking Presenter.
Yeah. Also, T, you made me read bullshit Vince things, and what I've learned from reading bullshit Vince things is this man likes rape.
Bro, I swear to God.
So in 2006,
TikTok algorithm now will sometimes sprinkle in just random old clips of Vince of what he would do live. And I'm just when watching it as at that time, you you think of it okay, but you don't actually fucking register what the fuck he's saying.
I've thought that nigga for a while, but also part of me thought the storyline character was a cunt. I didn't realize that this man really
is just
I knew he was racist. I was like, okay, cool. That you can't. No one can make you say nigger on TV like that. With such, whatever. Also, he was literally playing God at one point. But in 2006, he tried to create a storyline where Batista raped Melina.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
And then, his joke was, he wanted to then have Melina reveal herself to be a man.
What the fuck?
So he wanted Batista to force himself onto Melina, and then Melina to out herself as a man who was in drag, pretending to be a woman, and that storyline was stopped by Stephanie.
Now,
hold on,
Steph. The semantics of how that would even pan out.
Well, I can explain the semantics if you want.
That doesn't mean. I'm sorry, my brain. My
He
brain.
wanted Batista to force herself onto Melina, who Melina would then Melina would then sue him for raping her. Then be like, oh, well, actually, this person who's suing you is a man. Which Batista would be like, what? I raped a man. Damn it, that wasn't the plan. And then that was your. This is 2006. This is when Batista was probably your hottest babyface in SmackDown.
Bruh.
This was a babyface angle.
Bruh.
What?
He
I bet.
Yeah, yes,
Bruh.
yes.
It's
On top
it,
of that,
bro.
It's gonna
Hey,
keep
look,
getting deeper and deeper with Vince McMahon,
look,
bro.
look,
Like it's
look,
just
look,
I
let me-
don't even know,
let me
bro.
do it. Look, there was more. Gold Dust, Dustin Rhodes. Vince McMahon actually convinced him to get a boob job.
What?
How the fuck? How
As
did you
in-
convince someone to
As
do
in,
that?
it's because
Obviously,
Goldust
Vince
was
would
the
have paid for
character
it
that was
too.
playing on the Goldust was the character that was playing on the line of like sexual
Yeah.
fluidity, and he wanted him to literally get a breast augmentation that would have involved a real surgery with real fake tits. Goldust actually agreed to it. Vince McMahon was ready to set it up, and he got blocked by the office. There's also the fact that Owen Hart's death was caused by the fact that Owen Hart refused to do a storyline where he would be shown as cheating on his wife.
There you go. We
So
got some light.
That's
um,
insane.
basically, the way Owen Hart died is because he refused to do an angle that was cheating on his wife because obviously his kids watch TV, his family watch it, and obviously
He
just didn't
doesn't
want
want
to be
that to
portrayed
be a
as someone.
thing.
He didn't want to be portrayed as someone who's cheating on his wife and didn't want to do the angle. So Vince McMahon gave him the blue blazer as a punishment, and then basically forced him into doing the zip line to the ring, even when the man said he was uncomfortable. And then he also hired a company that were too. He had a company that were doing it originally, and then he got rid of them because they were too expensive, which is why the clasps broke, and that's why Owen Hart died.
Fucking hell, bro.
He also
Oh
fired
my
CM Punk on his wedding
God.
day.
There's so much.
He fired CM Punk on his wedding day.
Oh yeah, we know
I
that.
that.
He interviewed Brian Pillman's wife the day after Brian Pillman died on TV.
Jesus.
That's just so
literally, he
Vince.
did it-
That is so
They did a
Vince.
sit down. They did it. He died in a hotel room before the Bad Blood pay-per-view. They did an interview on Raw, and then interviewed her on air while she was still in shock, and then was getting her to talk about the passing of her husband. And then obviously there's also the stories of him basically booking himself into angles with women he found attractive that he'd hired
Yeah.
just so they do things to him on TV. So the him Stacy Keibler making him dance. For him, Trish Stratus barking like a dog. He waited until Triple H had his heart issues and had surgery, and then repackaged NXT and fired most of the NXT staff there because he didn't want Triple H taking over WWE from him, and he was worried that some of the people in NXT were becoming more Triple H guys. So people like William Regal. So he fired most of them when Triple H was out dealing with his heart murmur thing that ended his
bypass.
career. Oh, well, it was the heart murmur, and then that led to the bypass to stop the
Yeah.
to fit a pacemaker. So yeah, he did that, and also finally he tried to have an angle where he was named as the father of his pregnant daughter. And then when she said it was too weird and she didn't want to act out the scenario of her fucking her father, he said, "Okay, I get it," and then said, "How about Shane?" And then she had to explain to him why she didn't want to act out a romance angle with Shane either. And also, finally, from that, Kurt Angle literally says that Vince seemed like he wanted to get off on watching them make out in the Triple H Angle Stephanie storyline. Now, that is all from like a few. That's all the shit that was on TV.
What
Plus,
about
mocking. He also said racial slurs, mocked JR's disability, joked about how he enjoyed firing people in COVID when they had no way to make income, and yeah, I mean, the list is extensive. I can't lie. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
yeah.
that's quite the list. That's quite the goddamn
Oh,
list.
that's not even the yeah. There's a few things in there. There's firing people for not doing black stereotypes. There's
They
John Morris.
fired someone White for not doing Black History Month.
Yes, he also had DX out there in blackface. He also had John Laurinaitis, who told AJ Lee that she would never be successful in WWE because she wasn't pretty, and he wanted to get fake tits.
Have you seen AJ
Well,
Lee?
they wanted to get fake breasts and shit because she wasn't attractive to them, so they were like, "You're never gonna make it in this wrestling industry," which caused her to have depression.
One of the greatest WWE women.
Yeah, well, it caused her to have depression and body dysmorphia issues, and then that led to some of her mental health issues directly from John Laurinaitis. Now, at this point, I wish I had alcohol, but I don't. So, and I don't have anything lighthearted to transition with. So,
John Laurinaitis.
Well, guys, let's
wrap up.
Let's wrap up the sports section. Hey, that's
Hey, Kansas City Chiefs win the Super Bowl. Thank you.
What?
The Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl. Thank you. That's all.
And Fury Usyk confirmed, like, it's happening on February 17th for anyone.
I don't give a shit. No,
I'll watch it.
Well, just quick predictions. I don't care. I'm asking you guys for predictions, even though I don't give a fuck.
My prediction
Fury,
is that
Fury.
Tyson Fury wins on points.
Yeah, he's gonna win on points.
Saudi, right?
Yeah.
Saudi, right?
Yeah. Fury wins. It's done. Whatever.
Fury wins on points.
It's called Fury versus Usyk, Ring of Fire.
Yeah, so Fury wins, and then Usyk, the Fury announces retirement in the ring before then challenging Anthony Joshua to another fight in about 3 months, and then doing that thing where he demands he signs a contract in the next 30 minutes or the fight's off.
Yep.
I think Fury wins by I think Usyk will batter Fury, but Fury will win on points.
I think if he batters him, it won't be as rigged as the Ngannou fight.
It's got to be rigged.
Yeah, I think because Usyk is an actual boxer. Ngannou was an actual boxer, but I mean, like, because he's credible and has a title, they'll be like, okay, that's fair enough.
No. The thing is, the reason why I say that is because I think the Saudi one was kind of like, we've already decided the scorecard if it goes to this. Like, we can't have the undisputed champion lose, so we'll just give him the win and hope that no one pays attention because we'll behead you if you dare to argue. Whereas this one, it'll be under the natural board because then, so for them, man, they'll have to like appoint judges, and those judges are more likely to, if it's one-sided, they'll be like, yeah, just give it to Usyk. They won't want to do that. If it's close, though, Fury's winning because.
But you can still buy judges, no? Like
you can buy boxing, you can buy judges, but also if it's really clear and obvious, they'll just go, "Oh, well, Usyk won it." Like if it's like 9 rounds to 3, Usyk, then
they'll still give it Fury somehow.
No.
Come on.
Last time they used the argument that Fury out-jabbed Ngannou, there will be no world in which Usyk is going to let Fury out-jab him. He's going to just... And they were like, Ngannou isn't throwing much punches. Usyk's going to just work that man until he throws up or something. He might beat him via stoppage. If he's as shit as he was against Ngannou, he won't go past 6 rounds.
Oh, fucking Fury looks so off it. Why he had to push the fight back?
No, he just looks shit. He's old. He's fucking a legend. Okay.
So, like, I like Fury for a while, but he's just gone past it now, if that makes sense. He seems to...
Yeah, I feel like it's only been like in the past couple years. Yeah, it's been a bit 50-50.
I like Fury.
Oh, really?
And then he kept saying some things that were a bit off. And then after that, I feel like his biggest fight was against Wilder, and Wilder's a shit boxer too. So like, I think
Wilder's got his right hand. That's it. You avoid the right hand.
You can't call him a shit boxer when he's had like over 40 knockouts, bro. Come on now.
Did you see what Joseph Parker did to him?
Okay. See,
that's
we have
to watch AJ versus Ngannou because we already made the fight for Wilder versus AJ, and that man was so surprised that someone dared to box with him. Most of Wilder's knockouts are against like the Dylan Whites of the world, the guys who are not good enough to win these fights. So then what they end up doing is they're not good enough to win championships. They go in there, they box with Wilder. Like Wilder's like, okay, cool. And then he just keeps swinging right hands and they get knocked down. He he lost. He should have lost twice to Fury. Lost one, drew one, or maybe lost two at this point. I don't remember how many times it fought.
Fury didn't he win all three?
No, the one was a draw. The one where he got knocked out in the one where he got knocked down in the 11th round, and then the Undertaker was a draw.
Okay, so it's a draw, and then Fury won twice.
Yes, then it's three.
Yeah.
And the first one, he was like, my jacket was too heavy, and like all that shit. He's been
outboxed.
He's been outboxed consistently in his run for the last 8 or 9 fights. It's always been the problem with Wilder is he's got a really good right hand, and after 36 minutes, it's almost impossible to not get caught once. That's been it. Anytime anyone's boxed with him and stood up with him, they have peppered him. It's just been that they can't stay with him for 36 minutes because that right hand's amazing.
As Stephen A. Smith says, if you're gonna have one party trick in the ring, that's one hell of a party trick to have, bro.
No, having that is sick, but also it meant that anyone who is like a B+ boxer is like, oh, so all I have to do is just outbox you and then not try and knock you out, okay? And then that's what's happened. Parker did it. Like anytime he rocked him, he just didn't go in and let him go to the corner. Fury did it. AJ would have done it. Fucking.
I also don't like AJ anymore. No. I've gone off AJ for fucking years now.
Oh Lord.
I haven't. He just balls the shit out of me.
He's a technical boxer, fair enough.
No. In press conferences too, he just balls me.
To be brother, not many. I don't think, other than Tyson Fury, bro. There's not many boxing.
If you want that, 16 YouTube boxing. Okay,
I was gonna say, like, when it comes to actual boxers, they don't have that kind of personality. They're just very straight by the book.
Fam, these press conferences are meant to be boring. Not everyone's got John Fury banging a cage. Okay, like.
Shout out John Fury. Well, gentlemen, if you guys are happy with that, is there anything else you want to say in the sports section? Lewis Hamilton's going to Ferrari. Almost forgot to mention that.
Next year, though, so it's still confusing.
Yeah.
Like, this is such a mid-year. You know how bad it is to be driving around in a car and like Mercedes knows Lewis is leaving. Sainz knows he's being fired from Ferrari. These men are just gonna be driving around in the car going like, fuck this, man. It's like living with your ex, blood. Like it's
a little bit, yeah. Except she pays you millions.
I have one more thing to say about sports. Shout out Jude Bellingham, you fucking legend for what you did last night.
Oh yeah, when he tackled thingy, yeah. Bro, the Nigerian uncles.
Yeah,
they were like, we're so disappointed in him. This young man had so much potential, and then he ruined it yesterday. I was like, what? I lost my mind.
I'm disappointed in him too.
Why?
I wish he had snapped his fucking leg.
No. I wish it was a more convincing tackle. That's the only thing.
If he bust that man up and said, "Alright,
rapist,"
I'd have been like,
that would have been iconic. That would have been fucking iconic.
That's the Birmingham blood. 0121.
Just whips out a Glock mid-match and just.
But okay, maybe don't go to jail. There's malicious tackle, and then there's jail. That's maybe not.
Look, but man, Jude Bellingham is like a quarter Jamaican blood, like.
He might whip out a gun. That's what I'm saying.
Oh my god! Wait! Listen, Darth. I'm gonna save you here, and we're gonna move on. Okay, so if we go to
that'll be it. That'll be a YouTube short.
Oh yeah, no, that's good. That's a short. That's a TikTok right there. Moving over.
Nigga said, I said he's quarter Jamaican. I said he's bringing a gun out.
It's insane. All right. Gather myself. Influence. Sorry, you know what? We're skipping the influencer section. So I got 2 things to ask you guys. Sorry, my brain is just still. Okay. First things first.
I'm not
first things first. The most watched shows of 2023. Can you guys guess? I'll say that's number 1. 57.7 billion views, streams, whatever the fuck you want to say. So it's a number 1.
Arcane.
You is that the League of Legends thing?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, not there at all.
Not top 3.
No,
okay.
not top 10. Not top 10. Not even top 10, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones is not top 10. No, not up there.
The Last
Breaking
of
Bad.
Us.
Wait, well, you both spoke at the same time. Which one?
Breaking Bad, and he said The Last of Us.
No, not top 10. Not top 10. Let me okay, so at number 10 is Supernatural. I've never seen that. Number
That was a great show.
9, Heartland. Again, never seen it.
Never. Oh wait, The Boys.
Again, nope, not top 10.
Shit,
And both
like,
of those had
The Crown.
22.8 billion streams, by the way. Friends sits at number 8 with 25 billion. Gilmore
R.I.P.
Girls.
Matthew
Wait, what did you say?
Perry. R.I.P. Matthew Perry.
Oh yeah, shit.
R.I.P.
Heartbreaker. Gilmore Girls at 25.2 billion. The Big Bang Theory at 27.8 billion. Number 5, Cocomelon, 36.3 billion. Grey's Anatomy.
Show.
Grey's Anatomy is number 4, 38.6 bill.
Great show.
NCIS sitting at 39.4 bill.
They're all
And-
white people shows.
Davian watches these shows, right? And Bluey
I
sits
want
at number
Grey's
2.
Anatomy.
yeah,
I want Grey's and Bluey. Okay. This one.
43.9 billion. And obviously seats at 57.
Okay, so what we're saying here is TV is trash. Like,
Yeah. Well,
Like,
well,
what you
boss
said
seats.
is the most watched shows of last year were shows that were like 10 to 15. No, but TV today is trash.
Oh, yeah,
Shows
no.
ended, like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I was gonna say
But
like
the most thing we're watching is shit that already came on 10, 15 years ago. We're just binge watching it.
I-
So Amazon, stop releasing your shit weekly, blood. We want to binge.
bro. Oh shit! The Mr. and Mrs. Smith thingy came out literally today with Childish Gambino, and I forgot the other actress's name, but she's awesome too. So I'm definitely looking forward to watching that. Okay, all right. So pretty much back off the back of that. So I got a couple questions to ask you. Like, how long do you think certain, I don't know, TV episodes take to make, or movies? I'm gonna give you 5, and then you just tell me how long you think each one takes to make. All right.
Okay.
Okay. So the first one, how long do you think it takes to make an episode of Family Guy? A single episode of Family Guy.
What we're going there, like the writing to end product, or
Yeah, literally just the whole thing
Uh,
to when it appears, to be streamed.
I think 2 to 3 months.
2 to 3 months. David, what do you think?
Wait.
A single episode.
when's the end point? When it airs, or when it?
Yeah, no, like when it's just completed. So like we're starting the project today, and it's gonna finish
Oh, okay.
when it's finished. Yeah.
7 months.
10 months for Family Guy, for a single episode of Family Guy.
It was around
Yeah.
it takes ages to animate shit.
Oh, animation, yeah.
Next up, South Park.
12 minutes. Nah,
That's all of it.
4 months.
4 months, okay. Darth?
Although they've got a smaller team, actually, could be done.
I want to go longer. I'll just go a year.
A year. 6 days. Because it's a different style of art, and they can mainly
Yeah,
kind of use
it's-
AI to help them. It literally takes 6
yeah.
days. Yeah.
I said a shorter time frame because, like, South Park's like.
It's
they're
like an
not
old
much-
style cartoon, right?
Yeah.
But it's
They might walk around dodging it.
Mm-hmm.
fucking some of the shit they've said.
Game of Thrones. How many days do you think it takes for that? For one single episode of Game of Thrones.
They film episodes for 2 to 3 weeks. Writing probably takes a couple of months. Production on it, you got to make the dragons and shit. 8 months.
8 months?
I'll go
They do a
10.
lot of episodes. Yeah.
Okay. It's about 3.5 months. 3.5 months, 4 months. Because also it depends, like, if they need to do certain things in seasons. So like sometimes it can literally range from like obviously 4 months to longer if they have to like wait until a certain season. because
Oh, wait, for
the
wind
direct
color and shit.
yeah, because like sometimes like the director doesn't like to use CGI for that kind of shit for the majority, so he likes the natural habitat. Blah blah blah.
So 8 months. Calm.
Yeah. Okay. Final one. Final one. How long do you think it takes to make a single episode of Attack on Titan?
As long.
The manga.
Mm.
I can't say what I want to say.
What were you gonna say?
Don't ask me what music I can't say.
Okay. How long do you think?
Camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
How long do you think it takes? One single episode of Attack on Titan.
Well, Dom's the fucking animator, but you should know this.
Yeah, but I've had a fucking stinker in this round.
He has, to be fair to him. He has.
Okay, well, I'll say Attack on Titan isn't quick to make because if I haven't seen it yet, I know that a lot of things take ages, and it's why the delay in the last season was so long.
Yeah.
So probably around, I think, drawing, because I know.
I've got 18 months.
I know the joke
18 months? Okay.
So 8 months, like 9 months.
9 months. 1 year. It takes about a year to make a single episode.
So
There you
around
go.
9 months is what I'm saying. Thank you.
You can't just round it up, bro. You can't just do that. But
Well, look. If it took you about 10 months, 10 months, you'd say it took me about a year in it.
okay, I guess.
Like round it up in it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no one's gonna say it took me 7.5 months. So you just
Yeah, but as a film like producer, you have to fuck off. You have to give the definitive time, right? You have to actually.
No, because I'm joking aside because basically I was like it's going to be about a year, so I said 9 months because it was between like 6 months and a year. Because I imagine it's going to take a while. It takes a while for them to make those things because they do the process differently, and you know they're actually
the animation is fucking really good.
Although saying that, my concern is that we're going to get shittier quality things the more people move to AI.
Oh, 100%.
Like,
look at
you, like, lack of effort. It's going to be a lack of effort from people. They're just going to put things like, cartoons are going to be so meaty if people can just do like half the things through AI and then run it. Like,
yeah.
It's
going to become a little bit less quality. I mean, you'll get more quantity, but I don't know.
Yeah, I like the quality though. Like, I like knowing that something took a year for you to make that episode. So then when I watch it and binge it in 20 minutes and miss half the things, I can watch that YouTube video and tell me what I missed. And I'm like,
God damn it. Attention spans. All right. Well, actually, we did miss this, but I do want it for a clip. We'll quickly just go over your Super 6 results that you did last time. You put 2-0 to Brighton. They won 5-2. You put 2-1 to Everton. They lost 2-1 to Luton. You put 2-0 for Leicester versus Birmingham. Leicester won 3-0. You put 1-0 to Newcastle. They won 2-0. You put 2-1 for West Brom. They won. They lost 2-0. You put 4-0 for Liverpool, and they ended up winning 5-2. All right.
What?
So
what? Darth, you this week, but I'm out.
Darth, you're going to be doing our Super 6 for this week. So your games for Super 6. And then I'll quickly run through I'll quickly run through the Premier League predictions after as well. Okay, so Darth, for Super 6, Newcastle versus Luton. What's your score prediction?
4-0 Newcastle.
4-0 Newcastle. All right.
Already.
All right. Jesus Christ. All right. Next up, Brighton versus Crystal Palace.
2-0.
2-0. All right. Next up, Burnley versus Fulham.
Bumley. We got 3-1 Fulham.
3-1 Fulham. All right. Next up, Sheffield versus Aston Villa.
3-0 Villa.
3-0 Villa. Bold scores here. United versus West Ham. You and Dave, do the same thing. You always laugh first before you give me an answer.
You know damn well we're laughing.
You know damn well.
You try and put realistic predictions and you say United and your brain goes 5-0 United, but your heart, your actual intelligence says,
Yeah, I'm like, United are going to win fucking 5-0 West Ham shit. But actually,
5-0 he said it. He said it.
no. United are shit, and so are West Ham. So I'm going to go 2-1.
2-1 to
Who
who?
wins 2-1?
United. I didn't specify
Okay.
which United.
West Ham United or Man United?
I've not specified. I said United.
Okay.
For the record, we have to put down 2-1 to someone. So
Man United.
all right, cool. Arsenal versus Liverpool.
1-1.
1-1. All right. There you go. All right.
Oh,
Score.
in fact, I need to rant again. See them
Oh.
fucking shitty pundits and shit. Fucking Liverpool go and do it for Klopp. Ew. Fuck off, man.
Stop being jealous,
I'm
bro.
right.
Stop being jealous, bro.
My whole rap was ew.
Ew.
Ew. All right. And finally, we're gonna do the entire match day predictions. Real quick. Obviously, you both just tell me who you think is gonna win. You don't need to give a score. All right. First up, Everton at home to Tottenham.
Tottenham.
Everton.
All right. Brighton at home to Crystal Palace.
Brighton.
Draw.
All right. Newcastle at home to Luton Town.
Newcastle.
Luton.
Burnley at home to Fulham.
Fulham.
Draw.
Sheffield United at home to Villa.
Villa.
United at home to West Ham.
United.
Chelsea at home to Wolves.
Wolves.
Chelsea.
All right. Bournemouth at home to Nottingham Forest.
Bournemouth.
Okay. Arsenal. Okay. Arsenal at home to Liverpool.
Draw.
Liverpool.
And Brentford at home to Manchester City.
Brentford.
Man City.
All right. Thank you very much. All right, gents. Well, we just need to hop into our Quora questions for the day. And then I got 2 adult confessions for you to end it. All right. The very the very first Quora question I have for you today. Should I date my friend's ex? Do you guys? Okay, first of all, yeah. Okay, go on.
I need more context.
Listen. I don't know who the fuck wrote this question, but whoever the fuck their name is, Franklin Vo, he gave you no context. He just put, should I date my friend's ex?
But could it be like 3 years?
No, you would give a time period for it?
Yeah.
Depends on the friend. If you're actually close friends with them.
Oh yeah, if you're boys, then no.
Nah. If you're boys, then no, that's illegal. You can't do that.
If I just call you a friend, but you're not really my friend, and I can put you out of my life like that, then
it's a different ballgame.
Yes.
You know.
All right.
Like, you don't let a fake friendship stand the way you finding your wife in it. You know.
That's one hell of a statement. Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, if you're boys, you don't do that. No chance.
But if it's your boy, if it's your like actual guy, if you've ever, split a meal, and that man has said, don't worry, you get me next time, then don't sleep with this girl. Like,
well, okay. Well, okay. I guess that's fair.
If you can split a KFC party bucket and like you might split the thing evenly, and no one tries to screw anyone over, that you can't sleep with this girl.
Yeah, no.
That's specific.
Go get some different thighs. It's okay.
Go get some different thighs. Hey, listen, that's great advice right there. Next question for you two. Should I go on a second date with a man who let me pay for my meal on the first date? The audacity.
Who let me pay?
The audacity.
He let me pay. Oh, he let me pay for my food on the first date, but we weren't sure if we wanted to go on a second.
So, pay for your own shit. Like you're not an item.
No. The actual answer is, look, if paying for the first date is something that's so important to you that you outlined it, and that man said no, then clearly you two have different values of what you regard to be a relationship. So don't date him just because you're gonna waste his time as well as yours. Now, if you assume that you should pay. Like, if you just assumed he was going to pay,
Because you made an ass.
then that means you need to learn that, like, it's 2024. This is quality. Bitch, you should pay for me if anything. Go pay next. You know what? Like, you should have just pay for your food, and then find out the first date if you're compatible. If you're compatible, then I'm sure at some point he'll treat you, or he's broke. And either way,
it could be like the second week into the month, and he's probably broke. You know how a bit, or the third week,
or he didn't want to buy your affection. He let you buy your own food because he just wanted to spend time with you, and now you're out here judging him for letting you pay for your bill. Well, that's who bought your breakfast. You know what I'm saying? Who bought your lunch? Or were you able to buy those? Were you able to buy those? Okay. Then you able to buy your dinner? Okay. I can't move on. Thank you.
All right.
Go on a yard. If you ain't got money to eat, stay at your yard.
Very fair, very, very fair comment right there. Okay. Well, gentlemen, those are your core questions. Nice and easy. Let's hop into our final section of adult confessions. I have two for you here today. One from Anything Goes and one from My Cheating Heart. Darth, would you like to pick one?
Anything goes.
Anything goes. All right. So this story was written by a 33-year-old female. Okay. It's called I Wish I Wasn't a Virgin Anymore. I wish I could find a guy to have sex with. I'm a 33-year-old virgin, and I wish so badly my body was touched and kissed by a man. I rejected some guys that wanted to be with me, and now I'm afraid I'll end up alone. I don't think I deserve this. Ugh, I crave a man's touch. I crave for a romantic, physical affection. I don't want to be a virgin anymore. I look good, but I'm afraid when someone tries to flirt with me, I act childish and I don't know how to speak with men. I feel really anxious about it. I wish I wasn't in this ridiculous situation anymore. Sad face.
See people that put like stories like this, and they're like, "Oh, I look good." They probably look like a fucking moldy sausage roll from Greg's. Look like a fucking whale that's climbed out of the sea.
Bruh.
You good?
Chief, that was amazing. I don't condone what he said, but hey, listen, man, we're all different in it. I think she's a beautiful. That's bro.
I was gonna cuss her out, but I don't feel like it's worth it.
Bro, like that's bro. Okay. I'm yeah. Go on.
How are you saying? Shit, nigga, damn.
Bro, that was nuts. That was nuts.
Why you say Mrs. Vim and Vigor though? Like there was no like. Oh, okay. I was gonna say that. How can you say that you want to not be a virgin, and then man might actually move into you, and you're like, but I didn't want to talk to them, man. Like, which one do you want? Because if you're being picky, then wait till the right one, and then just accept it.
I was gonna
or
say,
if you're not being picky, at least just go get one beat from the acceptable one.
Because you say don't be too picky, but she's. I mean, it's not old. I'm saying like she's 33, and obviously she's like.
Don't be too picky. I said,
I hope she dies, virgin.
If you're gonna be picky, then just be picky.
Brother, are you just on smoke today? Guys, I haven't spoken to this guy all month. This is the first time. Like 30 days. I genuinely haven't spoken to him since like the new year started. And this is how he's starting today. Like I'm here for it, but it's a madness. It's a madness. He moved out and changed. I'm here for it.
If you're gonna be picky, then be picky and wait for the right one. But if you're not, if you actually just want to get, lose the virginity, then
get
just,
it. Like, come on. Number one.
Your ass beat, then.
Just find the right one.
You're a girl. Hop on Tinder. You can get it done today by 12 different men. Like, come on now.
To be the one
at the same time.
Just have to be the one.
Probably if she wanted it.
Yeah.
Just don't have to be the one. Just the one for right now. That's it.
I was gonna say, bro. Doesn't have to be perfect.
That's right for the next. That's be right for the next 20 minutes. That's it.
That's if you're lucky.
That's not to do it 3 times.
That's 18 minutes of crying and 2 minutes of sex.
Oh. This nigga on smoke today. All right. The next story for you guys. This was written by a 25-year-old female from My Cheating Heart. It's called Hurting Sitting Staring at My Husband's Empty Seat at My Table. In high in high
I
school.
thought she was going to say something else there.
Oh jeez. Okay. In high school, I was a loner afflicted with severe acne. After medication and a change in climate, I cleared up and went to college. I became involved with another girl in a pretend lesbian relationship. She's a lesbian, me, not so much so. I met a man at work. He put a fence around me, and I got married last summer. But I've cheated on my husband with my college girlfriend. I tried, I said no, but my resolve wasn't strong enough. My husband took it badly and he moved out over Thanksgiving. I'm hurting so badly. I was a fool. I don't think I can live with the consequences. There you go, gents.
Which say you took it badly?
You
No
cheated on
shit,
him?
Sherlock.
You cheated on him?
It's
What did
like,
you think was
no,
going to
he just-
happen?
He wasn't. Oh, yeah, I cheated on you with a woman. Oh, why are you taking it so badly? Like, damn, nigga, damn. Like, whoa,
Get over it.
Why are you crying? Oh, like, why are you oh, it's an ick now. Now you're upset.
No,
What is this, man?
you did trash behavior. You got what you deserved. Like, I don't. There's really nothing really more to say beyond that. But it kind of is what it is, man.
You cheated, bitch. Okay,
Mm.
you cheated. Except you cheated, and then stop blaming others for the fact that you cheated. That's it. Like,
Yeah, that's
no one's expected to stay around you when you cheat.
yeah, no.
You chose to be with someone
You're a
else when you broke
scumbag
your
if you
vows.
cheat. You're a scumbag if you cheat.
And you know how easy it is to not cheat. Look, right now,
Very.
just didn't cheat. Last 5 seconds, didn't cheat. It's easy. You just, like, that's it. Like,
Just keep replicating that
didn't cheat.
over and over and over, and you'll be good.
Just
Didn't
don't
cheat,
leave the
didn't-
house. Easy.
Didn't cheat. Firstly, not leaving the house is
I
dumb.
was gonna say, like, you
Secondly-
don't even need to leave your house to do that, but just-
Secondly, just like, just don't cheat in it. Like, it's the easiest
it's
thing to
not that
do.
difficult.
It's up there.
It's not
It's
that
up there with
difficult.
drinking water is harder than not cheating.
Facts, fucking facts.
Drinking some water, you could not cheat. There you go. That's my top tip of the week.
Don't cheat.
Instead of
guys-
cheating, have a drink of water. There you go.
There you go, guys. Well, have you guys got any sign-off messages that you want to chuck on here, or are you all good?
Don't cheat. Hydrate.
Don't cheat, hydrate. Darth, any messages from you today?
No, don't get him when it's stop. Just cut him off.
I was gonna say to
Well-
He's gonna call someone a cooked sausage roll or something.
Shout out to Cody and Bailey for winning their respective Royal Rumbles. And remember, guys, as Davian says, if your dick ain't crystal, she's not from Bristol. And that's where we're going to end it today.
Does it
Peace.
make sense?
Yeah, it does. Davian's got a crystal dick.